What's up, everyone? It's Cannan, back with another video, and today I am talking about Wuthering Waves. For those of you who don't know, Wuthering Waves is the newest gacha game by Kuro Games. It's been out since May. I think I've talked about it a few times, but I've not really put much on the channel because, as I'm pretty sure everyone that's watching this knows, Wuthering Waves did kind of have a shaky start. The PC and mobile versions had a lot of issues, and even to this day, even though they've patched the game a good few times, my PC very badly still stutters, especially when I first load up the game. But once I play it for a few minutes, it goes away, but still it's kind of annoying. I did kind of want to put up some gameplay of me playing it, but I just wasn't going to deal with that kind of state. But now, starting in January, that might change, and I'll get to that in a sec. But overall, my experience with Wuthering Waves, I really enjoy the game. I've played it since day one. I've fully explored the map. I will say, I think I've said this before in other videos, I enjoy the exploration in this game way more than Genshin Impact. Don't get me wrong, Hoyoverse, I love Genshin Impact, but the open world in this game just seems a lot more interesting and a bit more fun to explore. Now, even though there's a lot of sunshine in this game, I prefer Wuthering Waves' dark, almost broken world. Like a lot of the art you see for Wuthering Waves, the clouds are dark and gray, it's overcast. I don't know, Wuthering Waves just kind of has this dark, foreboding world that I actually really enjoy. Now, of course, the story could be a bit better. Maybe it'll ease out the more and more we get. But this is mostly to talk about 2.0, which is going to introduce a whole new region in the game known as Recita or something like that. Now, I'm not going to watch the trailers because I've already seen it. It's not very long. There's not much to really get through it a little bit. Besides the first two characters that we will be pulling for in the new banners when 2.0 launches. But it shows female Rover, who I play as. Pretty much, I'm guessing this will be the scene that we see when we first arrive. And it looks very European. It looks like it's very well, maybe an Italian influence going on here. But we don't know much beyond that, because they just announced a few days ago. Sorry if this is a little late, just that I had to work 4 days in a row, and I just did not have time to sit down and do a video, much less have the energy to do so. So I figured I would do this right after I live stream, where my mouth is dry, and I'm tired and all that. But, I'm very excited about this. I've been wondering for a while, when are we going to get the next region? Because so far, we've only been in Jinzhou. And yes, we got Mount Firmament, we got the Black Shores and all that, but those are kind of more add-on areas for Jinzhou. They're not exactly a whole new region, even though they were new maps to explore. They're kind of like, in a way, the Dragon Spine, or was it Spire? I don't remember. Mountain for Genshin, and kind of how the Chasm was a new extra area for Liyue. So that's what those kind of areas were. They were add-ons that were added after launch. So I am very, very excited that we're finally getting a whole new region to explore, where we can gather resources, gather items, and all that, so we can pull for those characters without destroying our wallets. And it is going to definitely destroy our wallets, because we now have 5 new characters, pretty much the first 5 characters for the new region. Now, I'm going to pronounce these wrong probably for most of them, because we've not heard them spoken yet, as far as I know. So we've got Phoebe, Zani, which this character has already become very popular already. She has already got a ton of fan art, Everyone is already calling this character Mommy. She looks like a very overworked character. She has bags under her eyes. Though she is a race that I don't think we've seen in the game so far. She has horns and she has what looks like an imp's tail or a devil tail. So that's going to be a whole new race we're going to learn about that exists in Wuthering Waves. Then we have so far the only new male character, Brant, who kind of looks like a flamboyant pirate in a way. Then we've got Carlotta, who was seen toward the end of the new trailer, who at first looked like maybe like a noble character, kind of like Phoebe, but in some of the art that I've seen of her, she looks kind of like she might be kind of spicy. I don't know. And now this one, Rosia or I'm just gonna go with Rosia until I learn her name. So, but yes, these are the 5 new characters that we can expect to see. I believe all of them are going to be 5 stars, because I don't think it's been. I do know Carlotta and Rosia's drip marketings have been dropped already. We're going to look at those in a sec. The Carlotta and Rosia are definitely both 5 stars. We don't know if Phoebe, Zani, and Brant are 5 stars, but I'm guessing they're going to be. I'm guessing these are going to be 5-star characters. So yeah, as far as drip marketing go, we have Rosia's, which I'm going to make a little bit bigger here. Now, one thing a lot of people notice is that Kuro has updated their drip marketing, because all the characters for Jinjo had very basic drip marketings that they shown. It was like a white screen with their name, some graphics and all that, and that's about it. This is the first time we've actually seen actual artwork that's been created for the marketing for these characters. Now, this is nothing new. Kuro does another game called Punishing Graves, I believe. I don't know if it's on PC. I think it's mostly a mobile game. And they did the same thing. The first generation of characters had very, I'm not going to say bland, but it was very generic drip marketing. And then the second generation had all-out new drip marketing. So yeah, hers looks very festive. Looks like a fireworks, maybe balloons and all that, these little creatures. So looks like hers is going to be very explosive. And then we have Carlotta's drip marketing, and it's very, I guess you could kind of say it's kind of, I don't know. It's very intimate looking. The dark red, the red, the dark colors and all that. And did her? Okay. Hello, got anything you don't need? Pero's stomach is open for business. So yeah, that's what hers says. And then hers says, fate will lead you to me eventually, and I am merely extending my finest proposal in advance. You wouldn't refuse me, would you? Yeah, she seems very domineering in a way, very bossy. So yeah, a lot of people are already loving her. So yes, I believe these will be the first two banners for 2.0. I don't think it's been announced who will be first, whether Rosia will be the first wave and then Carlotta will be the second phase. We don't know yet. But yes, very exciting. Like I said, I'm already excited for a new area and for the main story to really move on away from Jinjo. But new characters are always exciting. It may not be very exciting for your wallet, but if you do save up and maybe, I don't know, spend $5 every other day just to buy the standard $5 pack of items. That way you can just build it up as time goes on. That way by the time the banners drop, you're more than well prepared. But it depends on how many characters you actually want. But yeah, this is exciting. And really, since it released, this is the biggest attention Wuthering Waves has gotten. I mean, it's a popular game, believe me. Despite the stutteriness sometimes and sometimes the jank that the PC version has, the combat system blows anything out of the water right now. Like, I'm sorry, I love Genshin Impact, but Genshin Impact's fighting system is very basic, where this one is a lot more fast-paced. It's a lot more action-packed. Plus, like I said, I love the character designs in Wuthering Waves. I think there's not been a character that's really missed yet. And I love the world building. I love the world itself. I love the design of it. But I need more. I definitely need more. Now, the last thing I am going to talk to in great detail is the PS5 version finally has a release date. And it's the same date as 2.0. January 2nd. I know I said June earlier. That was a slip up. It is January 2nd, right at the beginning of the new year. January 2nd, 2025. You can go ahead and wish list it. There is a pre-order incentive for $10. You can get like a starter kit that'll give you some items. They'll give you like 5 wishes and stuff like that. That is 100% optional. The game will be free to play when it launches on PS5. That way you can just get on your PS5 that day, download it, and you're ready to go. But the big exciting thing about this is that your saves from the mobile and PC version will transfer over to the PS5, meaning you will not lose any of your progress, you will not lose any of your characters, you will not have to start over. You will literally be able to download the PS5 version day one and start the 2.0 content if you're an already existing player. Now, of course, they've not told us yet how they're going to do that, but I'm pretty sure it's just going to be linking whatever your email is from the PC or mobile version to the PS5 version. I'm guessing maybe the same password. Maybe it's that simple. Just log in with your account. But we shall see. Hopefully it is a smooth transition. Hopefully there's no problems on day one. I'm very interested to see how the game runs on the PlayStation 5 because they are going to have to optimize it for consoles for it to run. So I am really wondering where hopefully they don't have to tone it down a whole lot because the game does look amazing on PC. So I'm hoping it looks just as good on the PlayStation 5. I am personally going to be moving to the PlayStation 5 when it launches just because my PC is not 100% game ready yet to this day. Like, I can play basic indie games on it, but I don't want to play anything too demanding for it until I finally... Wow, I'm just hitting my mic bar big time. I don't want to put anything on it yet that's going to demand a lot of it before I can update it a little bit more. I really do need to update my PC. I think if I could have updated it a little bit before release, it would have ran it just fine. But yeah, because my PC is not cheap. It's not a low standard PC, I don't think. But it does need an upgrade. I've had it for a couple of years now, and I've still not upgraded it. I just haven't had time or the money to do it right now. But I'm very excited for this. I'm very excited to see how it runs. Now, if the PS5 version does run well, then I might do a live stream of Wuthering Waves. It definitely won't be from the very beginning of the story, but just a fun, hey, let's play some Wuthering Waves today. Maybe I'll plan around pulling a character, something like that. Kind of like how I did Acheron in Honkai Star Rail. What really still amazes me is the amount of infighting between Hoyoverse fans and Wuthering Wave fans. Because when this game first released, oh man, Genshin players and people who were already sold on Wuthering Waves, they were fighting like no other. And I'm like, someone who plays both, I'm like, I like all of them. Because I do still play Genshin, though I'm taking a break from it again. I finished Inazuma, and it was just hard to play that many gacha games all at once, even when I wasn't pulling for characters. Like, I'm definitely not pulling for every new character in Genshin, but there's actually older characters that I'd like to get a hold of in that. But I'm mostly playing Honkai and Wuthering Waves. I'm playing ZZZ. I'm just going to call it that. I am playing that. I'm caught up in the story, but I'm not like hurriedly collecting items to pull characters. Like, the next character I definitely want to pull in that is Miyabi, but there's 2 more banners to go before her, so I'm good on that. Honkai is definitely the one that I'm keeping up with the most, because that's the one where I keep up with mostly what characters are coming out that I want. But Wuthering Waves is the same thing. Honkai Star Rail and Wuthering Waves right now are my 2 main big focuses on as far as gacha game goes. But you know, I get my standard Japanese RPG, turn-based RPG. I said RPG twice there. With Honkai, that kind of reminds me of Star Ocean in a lot of ways. But then I have my dark, foreboding, open world, exploring RPG with Wuthering Waves. So to me, Honkai and Wuthering Waves are my 2 biggest things, where ZZZ is in the middle. Where it's kind of like I'm playing it for fun in a lot of ways. Where Genshin is on the back burner for a good while. I can't play it every single day. If I had more free time, maybe. But yeah, so that's really all I want to talk about, is just that I'm excited. I'm excited for 2.0. I'm excited for the new characters. I am definitely excited for the PS5 version, simply because it'll be easier for me to switch between games, because I will admit, on some nights where I've got to go to work the next day, it's a hassle to get on Honkai, get on, you know, Zenless Zone Zero, or whatever one is in first, as far as the title of that game. Get on there, do my dailies, then play something a little bit, and then remind myself, oh, I've got to turn over to my PC, start it up, just to do my dailies in Wuthering Waves. So, a little lazy, yes, but it'll just be easier to switch in between games once it's on the PS5. But I was trepidatious about the PS5 version, just because I wanted to make sure that the investment that I've already made in the PC version was not going to be all for a waste. When I moved over to PS5, I was like, please, let us bring our save from the PC and mobile versions to there, because that didn't happen with Genshin. It didn't happen with like any of Hoyoverse's games, I don't think. Hopefully for Zenless Zone Zero, it was released PC, PlayStation, all that on day 1, so they didn't run into that issue. But I do know there's a lot of people who are still upset who started PC on Genshin and then wanted to move to console, and they didn't give the option to cross-save or anything like that, or to bring your save from other versions to the console version. So I'm so happy that Kuro is doing that, you know, for the ones of us who have played since day 1, who have gotten almost all the 5-star characters. I'm still trying for Camilla. I'm going to try my best to pull her before her banner ends. I lost the 50-50 on her, but I'm still trying to pull her and try and save up for 2.0, because the only other character coming out that I want is a 4-star, so shouldn't be that hard to get her. But yes, 2.0 is going to be big new region. Hopefully we get a lot more good story and 5 new characters, and of course the PlayStation 5 version, where you'll be able to bring your save from the mobile and PC version over to the PS5, so no fresh start if you don't want to. I'm going to try and get Jess to play this game. I think she would actually really enjoy it, since she loves Genshin so much. But that's going to be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, click that like button, leave a comment, all that good stuff. As always, guys, this is Canaan. Me and Jess love you all very, very much. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.